baby butter go crazy.
YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy T, and I'm back again, guys, with another live. And today's live is game day starts and sits, guys. It's Saturday. Today is my birthday. So, guys, let's go. Hopefully, we can get these championships. We're going to get these championships. So, guys, make sure you flood the comment section with the 100 symbol and let me know that you support your boy. So flood and spam the comment section, guys, with the 100 symbol to let me know that you're here for the live and you're watching the whole live. So I'm going to talk about the weather, which is only 2 games. So I'm going to break that down real quick. Then I'm going to go over some news. And then I'm going to get to everybody's question before the game starts. So, guys, thank y'all for being here. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. I said what I said. This is cutting edge content. So with no further ado, let's begin. All right, let me share this. I'm sorry, guys. My overlay, reason why in the beginning I like froze up. I'm like, where's my face? And I hit the overlay button instead of the background button. Okay, so let me go share this screen real quick. That way we can look at these weather games. Okay. All right, guys. So we got Buffalo. We got the Los Angeles Chargers. They in a dorm. So who cares, right? Guys, play the Buffalo. Play Buffalo DST. Play all your Buffalo guys. Josh Allen, James Cook. You can play Dalton Kincaid if you want to. I'm kind of a little off of Dalton this week, but you can play him. LA Chargers, the only player that I'm playing is Quentin Johnson and maybe Gerald Everett. I'm not playing anybody from nobody else from the Chargers. You can play Joshua Palmer if you want to. I just don't trust it. All right, moving on to another dorm game is the Indianapolis Colts. I'm sorry, not the Indianapolis Colts. The Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm sorry, guys. This is an outside game. It's a 46% of rain, 39% chance of rain, and it's actually 46 degrees weather. So I'm not worried about the weather. It's going to be warm enough for your wide receivers to play and ball out. I'm starting my Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm willing to start Jalen Warren. I'm willing to start Deontay Johnson. I'm willing to start Pat Fryermuth. Cincinnati defensive backfield is not that great. On the Cincinnati side, I'm starting Tyler Boyd. T. Higgins, I'm worried, but you got to start him. And I'm starting Mixon. And in some instances, I'm willing to start Chase Brown, but I'm only starting Chase Brown in some deep leagues. I'm not going to start him in like a 10-man or a 12-man league, but in a 16-team league, he can start. Chase Brown could be started. 5 miles per hour wind. We're not worried about that. Only thing that you could be worried about as far as the weather is the rain, but I think that's going to be fine. I think the weather is going to be fine. Okay. So, all right, let's clear this. I see you, Big Will. I see you, Brian. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit of the news, guys. So let's start with Aaron Rodgers. They says they expected to remain with the Jets next season. So if you have Aaron Rodgers in Dynasty, I hold on to him. Or if you can, buy low on him if you're trying to win a championship next year. So hold on to Aaron Rodgers. He will be playing next year. They actually say that he's planning on playing 2 more years. Deshaun Watson shoulder surgery is going well. Michael Mayer, the rookie tight end for the Las Vegas Raiders, he's out Monday. Josh Jacobs is officially listed as questionable for that game. I wouldn't play him if I got other good running backs. Now he's my only running back, then I'll wait. But either way, I wouldn't play Josh Jacobs. That's a running back with a knee injury. I wouldn't count on that. Isaiah Pacheco not listed on injury report. So it looks like he's a full go. So you can start Isaiah Pacheco. Let's see. Any other news that we need to talk about? Kadarius Toney and Jerick McKinnon ruled out for Monday. So that lets you know that CEH, you can start him in some deep leagues. You can start CEH in some deep leagues. Jerick McKinnon will be out. Devontae Smith said he will be playing. He got knee tendonitis, but he said he will be playing. Hunter Henry is out. So a lot of people, I love Hunter Henry. He's actually out. So don't play Hunter Henry. You got to move on from Hunter Henry. So you might have to pay Pat Fryermuth for somebody or Tanner Hudson. Trevor Lawrence clears concussion protocol. Let me tell you something about Trevor Lawrence. He might be one of the toughest players in the NFL. I said what I said. Trevor Lawrence might be one of the toughest players in the NFL. Excuse me. Yeah. Zach Moss is ruled out. So it looks like it's going to be a straight Jonathan Taylor game. That's why I told y'all, Jonathan Taylor, I'm playing him. He's a top 12 running back for me this week. Let's see. Zay Flowers moves past his foot injury, so he's good to go. Odell Beckham, he's full to go. He's good to go. All those guys are going for the Baltimore Ravens. Let me see if there's anything else. Chigo Okonkwo for the Tennessee Titans looks like he's uncertain for Sunday. So if you got him, you might have to pivot. Treylon Burks is cleared to play. I knew he was going to be able to play. His injury wasn't bad at all. Let me see if there's anything else as far as right now. Zeke Elliott still got the lead role. So if you got Zeke Elliott, you still can start him as the lead running back. Let's see here. I think that's about it, guys. I think that's about all the news. So let's get to the questions. Appreciate everybody being here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. This is cutting edge content. Like I said, guys, it's my birthday, and guys, one thing I like to say I'm thankful for is having my subscribers. That's what makes me happy on my birthday. Being able to go and do a live on my birthday. Okay, so let's get started. Big Will, appreciate that, bruh. Yes, sir. Showing support. Appreciate that, bruh. Big Will says, "What up, sir? Appreciate everything. Who we starting, A-Chain or Jonathan Taylor? That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Dang, bro. Both of those guys are starters, but let me see here. I'm going to go with Jonathan Taylor slightly. I'm going with Jonathan Taylor slightly over A-Chain. Now, listen, A-Chain should be starting. So if you can get A-Chain in there, that's fine. But if you can't, man, I will go with Jonathan Taylor. Now, listen, if you playing and you down already, say you had a dud earlier this week, A-Chain got the biggest boom. I think he's going to be a big asset against the Cowboys. They're going to have to use that run game to beat the Cowboys. Running east and west is really good for the Cowboys. So you're going to have to be careful. Travis coming through with the birthday chat. Bruh. Stop it, bruh. Stop it. No, hey, guys, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Travis been following me. How long you been following me, Travis? About 2 to 3 years now. Trust my content, respectful, always in the chat showing love, always sharing wisdom. Bro, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the birthday gift. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm going back to that, bro. I'm gonna go with Jonathan. I'm going with Jonathan Taylor, bro. But I believe A-Chain has got the biggest boom. But I believe Jonathan Taylor at least gonna get 15 or 20 touches. Brian, happy birthday, bro. Thank you. That's what Brian giving a boy a shout out. Appreciate it, bro. Excuse me, guy. I had something going on in the background. Stacy, appreciate you, Stacy. Always showing support. He says, "It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you. Big Will says, "Happy born day." Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Big Will says, "I got Cook in the lineup already." Okay. Yeah. So you got to play Cook. Over A-Chain. Brian's the Singletary or Zeke. I think I'm going with Singletary. And the reason why, man, I know he got a tough matchup against the Browns, but he already played against a tough matchup last week and he hit. The Broncos can be head on the run game. I'm going with I'm going to play Singletary over Zeke. I'm playing Singletary over Zeke. Okay. Armado, what's up, bro? He says, "What up?" Armado says, "Woo, let's go. Round 2, Saturday football. Just got out of workouts. and ready to go in 3 leagues. That's what I'm talking about. Just got out of work and ready to go in 3 leagues. Yes, sir. Zach, thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that. He says, happy birthday. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate that. Amato says 4 PPR, Jerome Ford or Najee Harris. I'm going with Jerome Ford. And in another league for the flex, Jordan Addison or Monty. I'm going with Jordan Addison over Monty. Armando says, I know kickers are a toss-up, but Santos or Bass. Thanks again, bro. Well, with Bass, bro, I will go with Bass. He's a good kicker. Buffalo going to score a lot, and they also inside of a dorm. I'm going with the best offense. I believe Bass has the best offense, so I'm going with Buffalo. I think Buffalo puts up 28 to 30 points today. So I'm going with Buffalo. I'm going with Bass. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Let's get it. Dean James Talley says start 2. DeAndre Swift, Devin Singletary, Devon A-Chain, and Saquon Barkley. I'm going with Saquon and A-Chain. And I'm going with A-Chain slightly over Singletary. And the reason why he has I think he has a chance to a little bit more boom. Now, listen, Singletary is going to get more opportunities and more carries. So if you want a true bell cow with 20 touches, Singletary is going to get that. Same thing as Saquon. We're not going to get cute and sit Saquon. We cannot sit Saquon. We got to put him in. It's going to be between Singletary and A-Chain. I'm going to give you the boom. I'm going with A-Chain. Now, Singletary is going to get 20 touches. He is a low-end RB1 this week. Singletary is a low-end RB1. A-Chain is a low-end RB1, high-end RB2, but he has the boom to be the number 1 RB. That's why I don't want to take him out of your lineup for Singletary. I think with you having Saquon Barkley, you can put Devon A-Chain in there. But if you want the carries, you can go with Singletary. That's understandable. The guys going to give you the most opportunity is Singletary and Saquon Barkley. Armado says, hey, happy birthday. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. I appreciate you spamming the chat. Let's see how many likes we got. 12 likes. Let's get the likes up, fellas. We got 23 people in the chat. Let's get the likes up. Happy birthday, TD, is what my boy Dean James Talley says. Appreciate you, bro. You've been supporting me a long time. Almost probably about 2.5 years. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Brian. Appreciate you, Missy. Ian says, happy holidays, TD. Happy holidays to you too, bro. Great. What's going on with you, Great? He says, Kraft or Waller? I want to say go with Kraft if Jaden Reed is out. If Jaden Reed is out, go with Kraft. Waller's okay. Waller's only going to play a certain amount of snaps. Kraft is going to play more snaps. So with him playing more snaps, he have more opportunities to score you more points. Waller still can get open on a 60-yard pass. But I'm going to go with Kraft because of Reed being out, and he needs somebody to get those targets. I don't know if Reed's going to play. He might play. He's not. He hasn't been practicing. Lack of targets for Love makes me lean Kraft. I agree. And I just don't trust Tommy. Yep. La Vaca. I get it. I get it. That's why I'm going with Kraft too. In the fantasy football playoffs, I'm gonna go with Kraft. Kraft is good. He's decent. He's decent. Yes, ma'am. Charlene, what's going on, Charlene? She said, season greeting to you and your family and Fantasy Good Sports family, and happy birthday, TD. 100. Uh-oh. Yes, ma'am. Let's get this dub today. Armado says T. Higgins for the flex, or Dontavius Wicks, or Chase Brown, or Odell Beckham, or Dobbs. I'm going, listen, man, I'm going to get cute. This is the decision. If you don't want to wait on Jaden Reed, if Jaden Reed is out, I would tell you to play Dontavius Wicks. But we don't know if Jaden Reed is going to be out. So what I'm going to tell you is T. Higgins is the play. But I would rather play Dontavius Wicks if Jaden Reed is out. If Jaden Reed is playing, I can't play Dontavius Wicks over T. Higgins. So you're going to have to make that decision before the game today. T. Higgins is safe, but he's playing a divisional rival. Joey Porter Jr. matches up good against T. Higgins. I don't know if T. Higgins scores today. I think it's going to be a close game. I think this is going to be a Mixon Chase Brown game, maybe with a little bit of Tyler Boyd. So I just don't think T. Higgins is going to be a top 12 wide receiver. He might be a top 24 wide receiver at best. To me, that's just my opinion. But I like Wicks, man. But we can't wait on see if Reed. I don't want you to sit around and wait on Wicks and then Jaden Reed play. So you got to go and do some research for yourself. If you think Reed is going to play, then go play T. Higgins today. Yes, sir, Big Will. Ian Taylor says pick 2, Ayuk, Swift, or Chandler. I'm going with Ayuk slightly over Chandler. I'm going with Ayuk slightly over Chandler in a full PPR league for the boom. Todd Chandler's going to get more opportunities. Alexander Madison is not playing. Alexander Madison is not playing. If I'm wrong, I haven't seen. I looked at it and it said earlier that he was going to be out. The coaches kept talking about Chandler all week. So if I'm wrong, y'all let me know in the chat. But I don't believe that Alexander Madison is playing this week. And I'm not playing Swift. Swift got a decent matchup, but I can't go down with this ship. He hasn't done anything in 4 or 5 weeks. I can't go down with his ship. Ayuk, they need Ayuk against the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, they need all their weapons. They're gonna try, they're gonna try to take Debo away. They're gonna try to take CMC away. So the guys that have a chance to maybe get to me, that I think the way you beat the Baltimore Ravens is through Brandon Ayuk route running and his speed. I don't think you're gonna beat them with breaking tackles. I don't think you can break Kyle Hamilton and Patrick Queen and Roquan Smith tackles. So George Kittle, I'm even kind of low on George Kittle and Brock Purdy. The only guy that I really like for them is Ayuk. I could be biased, but Ayuk is a great route runner. You beat strength with great precision and route running. So that's why I'm going with Ayuk over Chandler. But like I said, if you want to go with the guy who can get the most targets or carries, who's going to touch the ball more, Chandler's going to touch the ball more. Brando, what's up, bro? He says, what you think, Love or Flacco, Ayuk or Pollard? I'm going with Love over Flacco. I'm going with Love. The matchup is too good. Flacco ain't chopped liver, but the matchup is too good. I'm going with Love, and I'm going with I'm going to go with Ayuk slightly over Pollard, but you don't have to take my word for it. The reason why, and what I mean when I say you don't have to take my word for it, that's my Reading Rainbow, my little saying from Reading Rainbow. The reason why I'm saying that, Pollard is a running back, and he is an RB1, and he is feeling better. He talked about it this week to the media. He said that he started off slow because his ankle injury was bothering him, and he wasn't as explosive as he's been in his career. So I don't want to be disingenuous because I think Ayuk got a great matchup, and he's the number 2 wide receiver. I don't want to disrespect the RB1. So you can play Pollard, but if you just want me to get cutting edge and just give you insight, I do like Ayuk. But if you want to play Pollard, I'm not going to say anything about that. I think you always have to play an RB1 on a team that has a good offense like the Cowboys. I think you always. But I'm trying to give you the boom. I'm getting cute today. I'm getting cute. The reason why you have to get cute in the playoffs sometimes. Sometimes you got to get cute. You got to play for that upside. And I like Ayuk and I like Love. That's just me. Bridget Schaffner. She says, like and subscribe to the channel, everybody. Also, throw out a happy birthday for TD today. Oh, Lord. Thank you, Bridget. Thank you, Miss Schaffner. Elisa, what's going on? She said, let's go. Yes, sir. Appreciate that, Elisa. Guys, appreciate all the birthday wishes. Appreciate them. Robert says, hello. What do you think about Michael Wilson this week? I like him for a long shot play, especially with Marquise Brown being out. I've been liking Michael Wilson the whole year. He's just been hurt and he hasn't had a lot of opportunities. I like him for a big play. That's why I stick with Kyler Murray. They got some weapons on that team that's young, like Trey McBride, Michael Wilson. Then they probably gonna get Marvin Harrison Jr. next year, or they might get another offensive lineman, just depend, or another talented wide receiver. They're gonna have some weapons. I like Michael Wilson. But I would call him a top 48, top 50 wide receiver this as far as rankings. But could he boom for a 60-yard touchdown? You better believe it, he can. You better believe it, he can. Yep. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Let's see how many likes we got. Let's get the likes up. Yep, we got 20 likes. Yes, sir. Duh, what's going on, bro? He said start Cole Kmet or George Kittle. I'm going with Cole Kmet. I like that matchup against Arizona. I'm going with Cole Kmet. Elisa says, happy birthday. Hope you have a great day. Thank you. Thank you, Elisa. Dirt Bike. Appreciate that, bro. Yes, sir. He says, pick 2 PPR. Looking for the highest floor as I had Puka and Stafford. Go. Eckler, Higgins, and DK. Okay. Great job with Puka and Stafford. A lot of people were scared to play Puka. You played him. Congratulations, bro. Love Stafford. You riding Stafford. It don't matter the matchup. He's matchup proof now. It's like, guys, I don't know. I'm gonna give you a Dragon Ball Z reference. It's like Super Saiyan. Once these guys go Super Saiyan, it doesn't matter about power levels anymore. You just gotta they gonna rise to the occasion and win. So I believe Matthew Stafford is there for the rest of the year for your championship once you win this week, because you're gonna win. You says Eckler, Higgins, or DK. I'm going DK easily. DK easily over Higgins and Eckler. Now, Higgins is a star this week, but I think his floor is lowered against the Steelers. That's just me. Brian says, I read an interview with Nico Collins saying he feels good and he's ready to go this week. I hope so, bro. I'm playing him in one league. I still would try to play. If I got a better wide receiver, would I play T. Higgins over him? Maybe. I'm not saying that's a bad move. But if I gotta play him, of course I'm playing him. If he started, I'm just worried about that calf injury. Calf injuries are. You see what happened with Joe Burrow? Remember when he came back off a calf injury and he re-injured it? Calf injuries, they easily can be re-injured easily, and that worries me. And I don't want to be playing nobody in my fantasy football championship and they go out the second quarter. You're gonna feel sick. I know I will. I'm only gonna speak for myself. So, but yeah, you can play him. Travis says Dobbs or Downs. I'm going with Downs over Dobbs. You can't trust Dobbs. Now, if Reed is out, you might bring him up a little bit, right? Because he's going to need Dobbs with Reed out. It's only going to be Kraft, Dontavius Wicks, and Heath and Dobbs. So you might, I can see you playing Dobbs, but I think I want to go with Downs. I think Gardner Minshew, I don't think he's quite Super Saiyan level, but he's on a Piccolo level, right? He's on Piccolo level for my Dragon Ball Z fans. Sorry, ladies, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Armando said, with Henry out, Fryermuth or Kraft? I'm going with Fryermuth, man. But listen, I say tomato. I'm going Fryermuth. I like his pedigree. I like his. I think he's a great tight end. I don't want to say great, but I think he's a good tight end. I think he's a great fantasy football tight end. I think Mason Rudolph targets him today. That's just me. Last time they won, they targeted Patrick Fryermuth, and he was the number 1 tight end that week. So I'm gonna say Fryermuth, but Kraft has been more safe. He's been getting the target, so the consensus would tell you Kraft. I'm gonna say Fryermuth just because I got a niche. I got a feeling tonight's gonna be a good night. I like Fryermuth tonight, bro. But you can play Tucker Kraft. That's the safe play. Brando, what's going on with you, bro? Brando says, happy birthday, broski. Appreciate it, bro. Robert says, happy birthday. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Also, guys, I've been helping a lot of my subscribers and my members, especially my members, because they get a bargain off. But if you need a consultation for your fantasy football playoffs and a championship run, make sure you get one. You got one more week. So if you need me to really go and break down your team, you need to get one. Brando says McBride over Kittle. Yes, sir. That's cutting edge, but I agree. I'm going with McBride over Kittle. It's gonna be, look, Kittle gonna have some points. I think Brock Purdy gonna put up some points, but they're gonna be ready for the quick game with Purdy. The Baltimore Ravens, they're gonna be the defensive line gonna have their hands up in the air because they know Brock Purdy gonna get the ball out quick. So they're gonna be ready for that quick game. So I think that hurts Kittle and Debo. I think this is a bad matchup for Kittle and Debo, because that's how they beat teams that yak. They want the best yak team in the NFL. So I believe Baltimore Ravens, when they blitz, they're going to make sure that their D linemen and their linebackers got their hands up to try to knock the ball down from Brock Purdy, getting the ball out. Take away the screen game from CMC and Debo. Take away the quick game from George Kittle. Make Brock Purdy throw that ball downfield to Brandon Ayuk or somebody, or Jawan Jennings. Bridget said, come on, guys, 20 people here. Let's get the likes up. Yes, sir. Let's get the likes up, guys. We got 23 likes. Yes, sir. Jelly of the month. He says, half PPR, sit one. A-Chain, Montgomery, Saquon, or Todd Chandler. Sit one, I'm sitting Montgomery. I've been sitting Montgomery the whole week, guys. If Montgomery goes off, I'm going to be wrong. That's something I'm going to have to go down with the ship. And I could be, if he goes off. I don't think he's going off. I think it's a bad matchup for him. Minnesota got one of the best run defenses in the league. They stopping that run. I think it's going to be a Jahmyr Gibbs game. King Jack, what's up, bro? He says, happy birthday. Thank you, bro. Thank you. He said, who should I start? Everybody, y'all kill me when I say breach, because I don't say breeze. I say breach. Yeah, that's my southern slang. Breach or K9. I'm going with breach over K9. I'm going with breach over K9. Yeah, Great said they re-upped Santos' contract today. Yeah, I saw that. But hey, I saw who's that? Ganoga, this contract renewed for 2 to 3 years, and he struggled a little bit. I'm not saying Santos going to struggle, but I'm just going with Bass just because the offense. That's how I choose kickers, because sometimes it's not who gonna kick the longest field goal. Sometimes it's about who gonna score the most. So if you score 28 points, that means you probably gonna have 2 red zone trips where you couldn't kick it, and you kick 30-yard field goals, and that's what is that? That's 7 points right there. So, and then you get the extra points, 1 point for extra point. So to me, I like playing kickers who gonna be kicking more in the red zone because of the offense is really good. Appreciate you being here, great. CHB in the building. What's up, bro? He says Tucker Craft or Likely. I'm going with Isaiah Likely over Craft. He got more upside. Brad, what's going on with you, Brad? Glad to see you here, bro. Brad says, need a flex, Aaron Jones, Tony Pollard, or Trey McBride. I'm going with Tony Pollard slightly over Aaron Jones. One of my stars of the week was Aaron Jones. I really like Aaron Jones, but I'm not going to tell you to sit Tony Pollard for him when Miami defense can be had through the run game. So, like I said, Tony Pollard's not top liver. He's not a top 12 running back, but he's definitely a top 16 running back for me this week. So I'm gonna say Tony Pollard. You need to get Trey McBride and Aaron Jones on the field if you can. If you can't, then I understand it. You got other talent there. But I do like all 3 of those guys. But I like Tony Pollard got to be in your lineup out of those guys. Aaron Jones actually got a great matchup too, man. Against Carolina, he got a great matchup. Great matchup. Great says, happy B-Day. Happy holidays. Thank you. Anytime, bro. Anytime. Charlene, she says, have a drink on me. Let's go. Yes, ma'am. He said that fine cognac during the holidays. You drinking that expensive stuff. I see. Okay. High class. Pretty Richie, what they called him. What's going on with you, bro? How you doing, man? Glad to see you, bro. Appreciate the text this morning. Thank you, bro. He says, happy born day, TD. Appreciate it, bro. Charlene says, thank God Pittman playing, and I have Palmer and while Keenan Allen is out. I know I need Pittman to play too because I got Gardner Minshew. I'm playing Gardner Minshew too since Pittman is back. Yes, sir. Charlene says, I have a gut feeling about Thielen this week. He could. I can't play him. I can't trust nobody other than Chuba. Ian says, awesome analyst on IU. The Rams did beat with route running and precision passing, right? That's how you beat them. That's how you beat them. I told you guys, that's my superpower. I don't do all the analytics, but I know I watch the game. I can break the game down in a coaching and a player mentality way. Been around the game for over 25 years. James, what's going on, bro? He says Mixon or JT. I'm going with tomato. I'm going to give Mixon a slightly edge. I'm not high on Mixon, but I'm not going to sit here and cap and act like Mixon is like chopped liver. But I like Jonathan Taylor better. But that don't got nothing to do with what I'm like. I want to give you 2 different perspectives. My one perspective of me on my personal team, I would play Jonathan Taylor. But Mixon has been eating the last 2 weeks. I mean, he's a top 5 RB the last 2 weeks. So I want to give you that. So, and he's playing against the Steelers who ain't been able to stop a nosebleed with the run. The middle linebackers out. Minka Fitzpatrick is out. They struggling on the run game. So Mixon should have at least one touchdown, about 60 yards. And that's a top 24 running back most weeks. Jonathan Taylor got a lot of upside. He's very explosive. Atlanta is a good team. They got a good defense, but they can be had because they got to stop Michael Pittman and they got to stop Gardner Minshew with that pass game. Shane Steichen like that. He's one of the top offensive coordinators in the game. So I would say Mixon far as the consensus, I would play JT. So either one, you won't go bad. I think you got to try to play both of them. But if you can't, I would choose JT. But Mixon is the consensus. Hopefully that helps out, bro. I got to break it down all the way. I just can't tell you JT knowing what Mixon is. But my gut tells me JT. Appreciate you being here, James. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, guys. Big Will. Appreciate you, bro. He says, gotta go, my dude. Enjoy your day. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate you. I see you, Juanita. Appreciate you coming into the Instagram live. Appreciate you, Big Will. Yes, sir. Brando says, any of my bench players could go off. I have IU, Kittle, Palmer, and Eckler on the bench. Have Mixon, Pacheco, Diggs, AJ Brown, Pittman, Pollard, and McBride starting. Okay. So let me see. You got Pacheco. Nope. You can't put Eckler in. Nope. So you got to ride with Pacheco and Mixon because you don't have no running back on the bench that you would start over those guys. You got Diggs. Nope. AJ Brown. Nope. Pittman. Got to start Pittman over Ayuk. I love Ayuk. Maybe Pollard. You could do Ayuk over Pollard, but you got to go with Pollard over Ayuk. I mean, you ain't got to, but I understand why you're doing it. I'm not going to sit here and say anything about that. I understand why you're doing it. I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't sit Pollard either. I love Ayuk. I think Ayuk's going to have a boom game, but I couldn't sit Pollard. I couldn't live with myself if Pollard went off, knowing he's an RB1 going against the Miami Dolphins. So, brother, I think your starting lineup is optimal. Brian says, okay, yeah, I did that already. Okay. Brando says, my team's a 12-man league too. Yeah, bro. I don't know who you drafted with, but them boys need to have you up for assault. That's assault with a deadly weapon right there. I don't know what you did to get that type of team. Ian says, Austin. Okay, yeah, I think I did that one already. Okay. B. Silver says, happy birthday. Do you still play Devontae Smith with that knee injury tomorrow if he goes off, or will you sit him for JSN? Woo! Woo! That's some cutting edge for you. You know what? Because that's a great question. That's what I really mean. I'll go ahead and go with Devontae Smith. I ride with Devontae Smith. I love JSN, but you can't do that. You got to go down with the ship. If he go off, JSN go off, bro, he just go off. You can't sit Devontae Smith. Now go do a little bit more research. If you think if he's hopping or he got knocked out the game and he can't get full speed, then no, I wouldn't play him. But if he just sore and he's just gonna shoot it up a little bit and go ahead and play and beat him, because they're gonna try to take AJ Brown away, right? So that's gonna leave him with some one-on-one coverage. I love playing number 2 wide receivers because they get the weak corner, especially in like big games in the fantasy football playoffs. I don't think you can sit Devontae Smith unless he's downgraded a little bit, like where he's not going to be his full self. If he's 90% himself, I'm playing him. That's a great question, though. Charlene says, all I want for the holidays is a ship. Now they sinking ship. She said, I ain't going down with the ship. We going across the iceberg and we gonna make it home. I'm not going down with the Titanic. I feel you. I respect that, girl. I feel you. Elisa says, really, Garrett Wilson or Flowers and Addison. Pick two, please. Addison. I'm going with Addison and Garrett Wilson slightly over Flowers. Addison and Garrett Wilson. I'm nervous about Addison. I'm not Addison. I'm sorry. I'm nervous about Garrett Wilson because I don't know what his quarterback play is going to be like. I don't know what Trevor Siemian is going to be like. But, whew, I will go with Addison and Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson, they got the matchup is sweet. They're going against the Washington Commanders. They ain't got no corner that can check Garrett Wilson. I believe the wide receiver is going to be able to get him the ball. They know they got to draw him up in the game plan. So I will go with Addison and Garrett Wilson. There's a lot of weapons on the Baltimore Ravens. They don't really need Flowers. They need him to play, but they don't really need him to go off to win the game. So I'm going to go with Addison and Garrett Wilson. Lito Jake, appreciate you, bro. He says Matt Gay or Evan McPherson for the kicker. Gay, Atlanta in the dome. Right. That's what I was. That's the first thing I was going to. It's supposed to be raining too in the Bengals and Steelers game. I think you got to go with Gay in the dome. I think you got to go with Gay in the dorm. You can't go. Don't go out with a rain game. Usually kickers they can still push through with that. But I rather but I think they're gonna kick a lot of field goals in the game. I will tell you that. I'm gonna tell you this: if McPherson had good weather, I definitely think he has like 3 to 4 field goals today. I don't think the Steelers gonna let them get in the red zone. That's why I'm not big on T. Higgins. I actually think that he's gonna kick like 3 to 4 field goals, which can make him be the highest kicker of the week. But I'm worried about the rain. So if you're willing to deal with the weather, I think he's gonna have plenty of opportunities to kick field goals. I'll tell you that. He's gonna have plenty of opportunities to kick field goals. So if you okay with playing that guy, then in a bad weather game, I understand. Gay, he's fine. They in a dorm, but he's not a better kicker than McPherson, and he ain't gonna have as many opportunities as McPherson because of the team not being as good. I'm not where the Cincinnati could be shut out because of the rivalry between the Pittsburgh. So that makes kickers kick more games. If you go look at the AFC South, those kickers kick a lot of field goals, like Justin Tucker, McPherson. Those are really good kickers, and the reason why is because those are like low-scoring games where kickers kick a lot of balls. So that's why So that's why I like McPherson, but I'm worried about the weather. So it's up to you, bro. Elisa says, you sure Higgins over Garrett Wilson? No, I like yes. Yes. Garrett Wilson quarterback worries me. I do know Higgins gonna get some targets. I'm sure. I'm going with Higgins because I can't go with Trevor Siemian. I can't go with Trevor Siemian. I'm trying to give you the guy who's gonna get the most targets. That's a tough one. Melissa. I gotta go with Higgins over Garrett Wilson. Thank you, Elisa. Thank you. Thank you. Who you got me thinking on that question? That's a tough one. I see what you're saying. Garrett Wilson is an alpha, but he's been an alpha with Zach Wilson. He's been an alpha with Tim Boyd, and it just hasn't hit right. So that's what I just don't want to tell you to play Garrett Wilson like he's gonna go out there and get 10 catches because he's the number one and can't nobody guard him. Can Trevor Siemian get him the ball? But you know what, Trevor Siemian is decent. I mean, he's an NFL quarterback. That's all. Like he's a top 40, top 50 quarterback. The quarterback is better on the Cincinnati. Will T. Higgins can give you 10 points. So I'm gonna stay with T. Higgins. I'm gonna stay with T. Higgins. Dirtbike says was asking for pick 2. Haha, appreciate it. I'm torn between Eckler and Higgins. Yeah, I wouldn't play Eckler. I would pay Higgins over Eckler. If you talking about DK, if that EK is that Eckler or is that DK? If that's DK, I would play DK over Higgins. B Silver says Fournette elevated from the practice squad today. Is he a stash over Elijah Mitchell or Gibson now? Don't chase that, man. I wouldn't worry about no Leonard Fournette. I would not worry about Leonard Fournette. I would not waste my bench spot with that. Now, listen, I could be totally wrong, but that's just the way I see it. You can't chase every time a player come off the practice squad. You can't trust that. I don't think he's a stash. He might now. I would still rather stash Gibson than Elijah Mitchell. I would rather stash those guys over Fournette. Gangster boy, what's up, bro? He said start 2. Austin Eckler, Jordan Addison, or Javonte Williams. I'm going with Jordan Addison and Javonte Williams. Jacobs says 4 PPR. ETN, Jacobs, or Pacheco. I'm going with ETN over Jacobs and Pacheco. Mark says, Titty, I'm going down with the ship with Ra, Zay Flowers, Mahomes, Monty, CMC, and Waller. I need help with a flex. Palmer, Roshan, Chase Brown, or Leonard Fournette. I guess you got to go with Palmer over Roshan. I can't tell you to play Roshan. Chase Brown is a deep lead running back. Can't tell him to play him or Leonard Fournette. I say Palmer for the flex. Appreciate that, Mark. Mark says happy birthday. Appreciate that, bro. George says Devontae or Warren half PPR. I'm going with Devontae Smith. Brian says happy birthday. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that, bro. Jay, he says Aaron Jones or Waddle. I'm going with Waddle over Aaron Jones. I'm going with Waddle over Aaron Jones. Cleveland or Eagles defense. I'm going with the Eagles defense slightly over Cleveland. Slightly. Just a little bit. Jay says, Janelle Pearl, independent, Cincy consultant. Okay. Is that what you do for a living? Guys, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. This is cutting edge content. Charlene says Matt Gay is off the injury report this week. Right. Stan Steve says Waddle or Rashee Rice, Breach Hall or Kenneth Walker. I think I'm going with Rice slightly over Waddle. I'm going with Rice and Breach Hall. Stancy says, happy birthday, bro. Thank you. Appreciate it. B Silver says, sorry I asked the question again, but not that we have a clearer picture of who plays. Who do you start this week? Tua, Minshew, Flacco, or Mullins? Now, that's good that you asked the question because we didn't know that Pittman was going to play. That's tough. I'm going to say Tua slightly over Minshew and Mullins. I would say Minshew slightly over Mullins with Pittman playing now. Slightly. So it's very close between Tua, Minshew, and Mullins. And I'm gonna go with Tua. I'm going down with Tua. Since Tyreek Hill is going to play. Since Tyreek Hill is playing, I'm going down. I'm gonna play Tua. If you didn't want to play Tua, you could go with Minshew with Pittman playing. I like Mullins because he has a lot of weapons going against the Detroit weak secondary, but I'm gonna go with Tua. I'm gonna choose Tua. That's tough. He got a tough matchup against the Cowboys, but I still think he can beat the Cowboys. He's gonna get the ball out quick. Levi says T. Higgins or Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams all day. Conscious Machine. He says, yo, you got a photo 9 of George on the thumbnail. I have him in my lineup. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Conscious says, I feel like a stubborn moron playing Pickens, but what do I do? No Chase, no Nico. Nico is questionable. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes that makes a better output for fantasy because you're willing to do what you got to do. B Silver says, laugh out loud, salt with a deadly weapon. Yes, sir. That's what you did. Conscious says, Pickens or Roshan? Pickens. Wicks, Kraft, or Charbonnet, or Jameson Williams? I'm going with Wicks over Charbonnet and Jameson Williams. With Jaden Reed possibly being out. It's all about Jaden Reed. If Jaden Reed is out, Wicks gonna hit. I'm not playing no Roshan. I'm not playing Roshan at all. Conscious says, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, TD. Yes, sir. Kevin said, I skipped him. Let me see. Let me go back up, Kevin. Because, guys, when y'all make that claim, I do not want to skip. But if you make that claim and I didn't, Kevin, I don't see you up here. Kevin, I didn't skip you. Do you know, bro, you see the guys with the green on their name? They are members. They get prioritized on questions. So I might skip a bunch of the regular questions to go down to their questions. I'm not skipping you, bro. But I do make mistakes sometimes. So I'm not going to sit here and say, let me look. I see where you got the Bills Broncos question, which I haven't got to yet. Yeah, I think you was because you seen me ask Elisa, so you think I skipped you. Now, bro, I got to go to the green first. Once I go to the green, then I'm going from I'm going in order. I'm going to get to you, bro. I'm going to get to you. Yeah, just making sure, guys. Just going through, make sure I didn't skip people. Okay. Conscious Machine says 420 on the way. Yes, sir. Connor says Jake Brown or Nick Mullins, also Todd Chandler or Noah Brown. I'm going with Todd Chandler over Noah Brown, and I'm going with Nick Mullins over Jake Browning. Brian says, TD, I know the AFC North games have a lot of field goals in them, right? Bengals kickers or Lions kicker in a potential shootout. I will go with the Bengals kicker. I will go with the Bengals kicker if you can trust the weather. It's all, if you don't like the weather, then you got to go with the Lions kicker. But it's all about the weather. Conscious says kickers don't mind rain as much as wind, of course. Right. But the ground can get muddy. You can slip. It's a factor. We just trying to play the numbers game, right? We seen people have great games in the snow. We seen Justin Tucker have great games in the snow, right? But it's the numbers game. You want to have a kicker in the best conditions when you trying to pick a kicker, right? Yep. I got you, Kevin. Appreciate you for understanding, bro. That's how I do it. That's why I advise people to sign up as a member. It don't cost nothing but $1 to be a member. It ain't nothing but $1 to be a member. But I have to give those guys prioritize. That's some of the perks that you get by being a member. Also, you get to chop it up with me on my personal business line. Inflective says Chiefs D, Broncos D, Bears D. I'm going with the Chiefs D. I'm going with the Chiefs D. Conscious says hit that like button. 40 like, 50 likes. Let's see how many likes we got in here. We got 30. Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get it up to about 40 likes. Jacob says 4 PPR, ETN, Jacobs, or Pacheco. I'm going with ETN over Jacobs and Pacheco. Kevin says Bills, Broncos, Eagles defense, bruh. I'm going with the Bills. You got to play the Bills. You got to play the Bills. I've been talking about the Bills all week, Kevin. I like the Bills. I think that's a special defense this week. Anything that's playing against the Chargers is easy. K-Rock, he says Jets or Broncos defense. I'm going with the Jets defense. Jay said Aaron Jones or Waddle. I'm going to have to go with Waddle, man, slightly over Aaron Jones. I believe this is a Waddle game. I got to go with that. I can't leave Waddle out of my lineup. I'm going with Waddle slightly over Aaron Jones. Cleveland or Eagles defense. I'm going with the Eagles defense. And Chandler over Monty. Conscious says 5 minutes, TD. Can I play Pickens if I'm okay losing with the guy I drafted or play Roschon or Wicks? I think you got to it was all about Jaden Reed, bro. So I know the game already probably passed through, but I would have played. If you believe that Jaden Reed is going to be out, you got to play Wicks. I'm not playing no Roschon. So it would have been Pickens over Roschon easily. I wouldn't even debated that. I'm not playing Roschon. This might be a game for Roschon. I'm not betting on it. CA says Picks or Josh Jacobs. Devon, I don't know who that is, bro. I don't know who D Picks is, CA. Is it Dontavius Wicks? I will go with Dontavius Wicks over Josh Jacobs. I don't know if Josh Jacobs is going to play, but it's all about Jaden Reed. If Jaden Reed plays, you're going to have to pivot off of that. And Wick still could be fine with Jaden Reed playing because he probably won't get that many snaps. Full PPR, yeah. I still would go with Wicks. That boy, what's up, bro? He says, happy B-Day, brother. I have between Tua, Browning, and Baker. Who would you play? I would play Tua over Browning and Baker. Let me make sure. Baker Mayfield got a good matchup. But let me make sure here. I will go with Tua. Brian says, do I start Pickens? This depends on who you got. It's okay to start him. I know it's kind of late, guys. I apologize. But I had to get to everybody's question. Country says, good luck, everyone. Think of me with George Pickens scores. Charlene says, I'm going with my boys Miami DST and not Vikings DST this week. Right. I wouldn't go with the Vikings defense, not against Detroit. Everyone has 2 DST in my league. You got 2, maybe 3 or 4 if you can. John D says, 4 PPR, D-Hop or Godwin, Gabe or Deontay. I'm going with Godwin over D-Hop and Gabe and Deontay. I'm going with Chris Godwin. Conscious says George has to make a statement. Right. Especially what's going on with the Steelers. Kevin says, you skipped me, bro. Okay, yeah, we got that already. He says, I'll play Wicks if Reed and Nico are out tomorrow. Right. Facts. Kevin says, I got you, bro. CA says, not sure if I missed it. Jacobs or Wicks? I would play Wicks. I would play Wicks, bro. Jacobs got a knee injury. I don't think he's practiced all week. Tomorrow I'll try to look more at that, but I don't think he's practiced all week. I don't like playing running backs that haven't practiced all week. But I've seen Josh Jacobs boom with that, but he already missed 1 week. But I like Wicks if Reed is out. If Reed ain't out, then you might have to go with Jacobs if he's active or somebody else. K Rock says Eagles kicker or Browns kicker. The Browns got a really good kicker. I will go with the Browns kicker. Charlene says, happy birthday to you, TD. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear TD. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. Thank you. Tingley says, hey, yo, Fields or T-Law or Baker? I'm going with Fields over T-Law and Baker. I'm going with Fields. 6 points passing touchdown. A-Chain or Pacheco, full PPR. I'm going with A-Chain slightly over Pacheco because it's playoff time. John says Browning, Love, Mullins. Between Love and Mullins, I would probably go with. I love Mullins. I think Mullins is sneaky. I don't love him as like a top 5 quarterback, but I love him as a top 12 quarterback, top 15 quarterback. I think he's going to ball out against the Detroit Lions. At least 2 touchdowns, 225, 230 yards. I'm going to go down with the shit with Love. He got a great matchup. He's playing against the Carolina Panthers. I don't think the Carolina Panthers are going to beat them. They got Quay Walker. That defense is going to be ready to play. They're going to have some short fields. Love is throwing the ball in there. Wicks is playing. Heath looks decent. A.J. Dillon is going to be active. Hopefully, they don't run the ball down Carolina's throat. Pause. But I'm going with Love slightly over Mullins. But if you wanted to go with Mullins, I don't think that's crazy. Stenhor, what's up, bro? Appreciate you being here. He says, need 3. Swift, D-Hop, Fournette, JSN, Chase Brown, Gibbs. I'm going with Gibbs, JSN, and Swift. Swift, JSN, and Gibbs. Uh-oh. Pickens, 86-yard touchdown. Okay. 86-yard TD. What did I say? You said, think of you, Conscious Machine. That's what you said, bro. I see you. Tingley says, hey, okay, we did that one already. Feels. CHB says, happy birthday, bro. You're going to be the GOAT status soon. Hopefully, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. CHB is one of my dear friends, guys. Been supporting me for about 1.5 years now. I appreciate you, bro. Really, he's a good guy. And he knows fantasy too. He's in one of my leagues and got a chance to win a championship. Even though he drafted my guys, he drafted Tyreek and Amon-Ra. I'm still mad at him for that. What's going on, Second Take? Also, Second Take is one of my best ball leagues, and me and him is playing to go to the championship. Got a great team. This guy is very knowledgeable. Young guy now. Young guy, like 22, 23 years old. He knows sports. Yes, sir. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. He says, happy B-Day, legend. Cody says, 1 running spot, 1 flex, pick 2. 1 running spot. I'm trying to see who else you're talking about, Cody. I don't see anybody else. Second Take says, what are we thinking? Dallas Goedert or Waller? I might go with Waller slightly over Goddard. That's just me. I can't trust Goddard. I think they moved on from Goddard. SNL Slime Ball. Let me see if I skipped you guys. Hey, moderators, if y'all can, let everybody know in the chat. No, I didn't skip you, bro. What happens, bro? You see the people that got the green beside their name? They are members of the channel, so they get priority on questions. So I skip everybody else to go to them. So I didn't skip you. That's why I went and did Elisa. She is a member of the channel. So, bro, all you got to do is go become a member, and I'll read your questions. You'll get priority. I skip 15, 20 questions, and when you answer your question, you get it answered immediately because you're a member. I didn't skip you, bro. I got you. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I did SNL Slime Ball. No, I didn't skip you. Okay, let's see here. Yep, 1 running back, 1 flex. Kenneth Walker, Austin Eckler, DJ Moore, and Aaron Jones. Did I skip that one? No, yeah, I just now getting to that one. Okay. All right, let me go up a little bit. All right, let me get this. He says, okay, let me move on. See a Second Take here. Jacob, Chuba, Bijan, Barkley need 3. I'm going with Barkley, Bijan, and Chuba. Barkley, Bijan, and Chuba. Charlene says, you think your thoughts on Zamir White this week? I'm not playing him. He didn't get used a lot last week, so I'm not playing him. Appreciate that, Second Take. Pickens had the 86-yard touchdown. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Conscious says 86-yard touchdown. What did I say? Cody says 1 running back, 1 flex, pick 2. I'm going with DJ Moore and Aaron Jones. DJ Moore and Aaron Jones. Conscious says, look back at the chat. For what, bro? Let me know what you want me to look back at the chat for. Conscious says, whoa. Conscious says, this is why you play your guys and have faith in your guys you draft. Right. TD supported me playing Pickens. He knows. Yes. Right. Cody says, finish first this season, and I'm in the semifinals. Okay. Okay. Conscious says, hit that like button. Get the likes up, guys. And Shad says, yo, TD, what's up, Shad? What's up, bro? He says, semifinals, we back. TD, you manifested that George Pickens, TD, with your thumbnail. Thank you, bro. You welcome, bro. You got to play your guys. It just depends on who you got. Shad says, likes. Yes. Yes, sir. Conscious says, sorry, TD, sometimes I'm chatting to the chatters. Okay, I thought so. That's why I said look back at the chat, because I didn't see that I missed anybody. Okay, there you go, SNL. He says, Kyler Murray or Trevor Lawrence. I'm going with Trevor. I'm going with Trevor. I don't think they can get to him, man. I'm going with Trevor. Go with Trevor. I'm going with Trevor Lawrence. All right, guys, let's see how many likes. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. I got to everybody question. I tried not to skip, but like I said, you got to be a member in order to make sure you get priority or get your question prioritized so I can get to you in a timely manner. Other than that, guys, I got to go from the beginning to the end. So let me see how many likes that we got here. We got 39 likes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Y'all be safe. I'm going to watch this game. Peace. I'll be going live tomorrow morning at 10:30. Probably drink me a couple beers on my birthday and sit back and relax.
Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say that shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they trying to finish me, but it just turn me up. Turn me up, Jay. Fresh to death on camouflage. Gotta keep a foot up on their necks cause they might sabotage. I ain't come for peace, I brought the mask, bout to terrorize. Step. If you ain't hating, nigga, keep that bullshit to yourself. Get my bop on you niggas. Don't never question if I'm a real nigga. I get a lot for you niggas. Bitch, they thought I was finished, but I got a lot for you niggas.